Hi friends, this is the third video in a series that I've started which attempts to incorporate counterpoint into my improvisation. The first video, which I'll link here if you're interested, was very simple, started with just playing the same scale in two different voices in opposite directions and doing some different rhythmic subdivisions. The second one I'll also link here, which was talking about melodic fragments, taking them through diatonically in different positions on the fingerboard and then moving it through some different chord scales. And that brings me to the third one. This is my third week now digging into this topic, and I've got a couple ideas that I thought I'd share today. One came from a video that I saw recently on Rick Beato's channel where he's interviewing the great young French guitarist named Antoine Boyer. I'll link that in the description. You should definitely check it out. He's an amazing player, really doing counterpoint quite well. So if there's other players you know that are doing this stuff, please let me know in the comments. I would love to check out what people are up to. I know there are some, like Ben Monder comes to mind, Gilad Hexelman comes to mind, another great French guitarist, Sylvain Luc, comes to mind. Unfortunately, Sylvain passed away at a very much too young of an age. Great player. So if you know of any, please link it there. But one of the things that Antoine said, which I thought was great, was just play. A good way to start with counterpoint is to pick a standard and play the bass line and the melody together, very simply, and play with it, have some different ideas around that. So I'm going to do that with the tune called I Hear a Rhapsody. So again, just an idea, something to play with and trying to keep those voices separate. Really great exercise. So thank you to Antoine for that suggestion. I thought I'd pass that on. The other thing that I've been experimenting with a bit is also related to an older video that I made that you might want to check out. I'll also link that here, which I called Doublestop Arpeggios, which is basically playing arpeggios with two voices in parallel. So I've started to think, I was thinking about that, it's a device that I like to use, and then I thought maybe I could expand that by putting more scalar movement in one of the voices while keeping the arpeggio in the other voice. So again, I'll link that video, but basically I'm going to take just an example like an F major 7 arpeggio. So the idea that I had in the previous video is basically to play the arpeggio in two separate voices simultaneously, which sounds like this. Kind of walk through it and walk through all the different chord types that you can do in the other video. So I won't spend time doing that now. But then I thought, well, what if I kept that sort of framework of playing these arpeggios in the two separate voices, but played more scale or stepwise motion on the top voice? That might sound like this. I screwed it up. Missed a step there. Sounds like this. So scalar on the top voice, arpeggio on the bottom voice. Now I'm going to do it the opposite, going ascending, where I play scalar on the bottom voice and the arpeggio on the top voice. And that might be something like this. Or continuing. So there's just a couple of ideas that you can then take through the different chord qualities, dominant 7, minor 7, 5 diminished, and just like I did in this previous video. So again, I won't waste the time here. You can check that other one out. But these might be some ideas that you could find useful too to help your deep dive into counterpoint. So once again, if you know of any players doing this stuff, please let me know. I'd love to check out what people are up to and get some ideas for them. So hopefully you can use some of this. Good luck.